Well, it's a start. That's looking a little bit better, but there's still a lot to do. We will come back to this later in the video. Hello everybody, welcome back. In this video, we hope to get back up to the family properties, what we refer to as the old farms. We want to get up there and we're going to try to get Russ's rig up there without scratching it all up. I have a feeling I have to do some tree trimming so we can get it back in there. So far, I've just been up with the van. I can kind of get up in there. It's not a problem, but there's limbs and stuff. And we didn't think about it or realize we was going to go up there until after we got here. I didn't bring everything, the tools I need to do that, so probably have to run back down the garage. What else? Oh, it's another little project maybe I'm gonna get working on. I brought this little water pump along. I originally bought this for the van, thinking I would put some kind of plumbing water system in it, and I never did, just figuring, yeah, it just didn't develop into that. Maybe I will figure something out here. So far I've just kind of used it for a water transfer thing, mostly for the coachman, but I'm gonna try to see if I can figure something out for the van with it after all. And my computer's having an issue. It started recently. Let me back up to earlier this morning, what I ran into. Well, this ain't good. Probably gonna have to run down to the garage and get my spare laptop. Let's see here. My laptop's been having some issues lately, acting up, and then it'd be okay. Come on, are you even gonna turn on? Come on. Are you gonna turn on? Hello? Anybody home? Well, is the little lights on the side? Yep, the two little lights are on. What's wrong? Oh, something made a noise. Let's try again. Push the button. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. Lights are on, but nobody's home. I'm gonna do a complete factory reset on. I've backed up all my data. It's been acting up lately. Come on. So I do have all my data backed up. Now I was going to reinstall the operating system, get a fresh start, put it in just out of the box factory condition. But it is not even. It's not even coming on. Ooh, this could be bad. Could be a hardware issue. Oh no. Alright, so till I figure this out, I'm pretty capable of fixing, repairing computers. I've done that for quite some time. I got away from it. I have gotten away from it for a while now, just because I just don't feel like doing it anymore. I've moved on, but I know how I can do it. No matter if it needs a new motherboard or this, that, or the other, you know, I can do it. But that takes time. I got to order parts or. But meanwhile, I do have a backup computer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run down and get it and use it in the meantime till I can mess with this. It's really not acting happy at all. I do have my tablet. Sorry, to browse around with, but I can't edit video. I wouldn't want to try to edit video on that. And yeah, this seems done. When both lights are on, both those little lights are on, it's supposed to be on. Uh-oh. What's this? Life? Is it gonna come on? Well, things going wrong. Come on. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I was fighting with it earlier, and it was going into this recovery mode. Your computer did not start properly or shut down properly. It wants to go into recovery mode, and yeah, it's doing that. So it's going around. Come on, what are you gonna do? The thing is, the battery in this has been dead for a while, so it only runs if it's been plugged in. So I think that what I think's going on is that battery is so bad that it's just acting as a short. at this point, and I think if I put a brand new battery in it, it would stay powered up. See what happened? What? It would stay powered up long enough to. Wow, Windows actually booted this time. I think that battery's just killing it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, So, the trouble is, if I run and if I start, it does need refreshed. If I do a refresh on it, it has to stay powered up long enough to complete that process. And if that battery's being, doesn't last, if it interrupts for some reason during that process, then I have to begin it all over again. And, you know, it'll just keep doing that. So I think I need to put a new battery in it. See, it'll say, what it says is, and it's been doing this a long time. It'll say, let me hold the mouse over it. What's it say? Come on. It's still, little thing's still going around. It's still struggling to figure out what's just going to all happen with it. Come on, what's the battery condition? Yeah, it's 0%. And it's plugged in all the time. So the battery is shot in it. I think that's the root of the problem. So I'm still going to need to. Now, who knows? This might run 15 minutes. It might run all day, and all of a sudden it'll have a hiccup again. So I might need to go get my spare laptop, and because this is one of them. This has one of them batteries where it's built. They're built in nowadays. They have been for a long time. I got to take this thing apart. I flip it over, take the bottom off of it, and perform minor surgery on the thing just to replace the battery. In the meantime, it's going to be problematic. I need to get like I said, I need to get a battery ordered for it, and I'm going to have to use my backup laptop in the meantime. And because this thing's unpredictable, could shut down any minute. I don't want to be in the middle of something and it just, that's where we're at with it. I'm reinstalling Windows from scratch. It's up to 90%. As it says, your computer may restart a few times. It has through the process, but we're up to 90%. And what happens is when Windows struggles, it can just make weird things happen. Okay, it can start behaving badly, and hopefully that's what it is. I think I still have the battery issue, but if Windows is jammed up and working harder, and the processor runs more, trying to figure out and make things happen right, and it's working harder and slower. So if this frees it up and makes it run efficiently and smooth again, it may alleviate some of that battery problem. I still need to replace it. I'm pretty sure that never know. Maybe it's so jammed up that watch that battery. Maybe it'll start charging that battery back up. It could even have that in a jam and confused, and I don't know. Oh, 99%. We're gonna let this go a bit. I'll probably have to go through the setup process all over again, just like when you buy one out of the box, and you'll see what happens. Okay, see you later, Russ. Today we're going to leave camp for just a little while, and then we're going to come back. Maybe have burgers this evening. I'm going to go run down the garage and grab a few things. I think Russ and I, and Bella, of course, I think we're going to run up to the farms, the old family properties. I go up there for a handful of days or so, and but I need to run and grab a few things from the garage if we're going, since we decided to go up there. So, the mowers and pruning shears and a pole saw, that kind of stuff. And I did order a new battery for my laptop yesterday. And, you gotta love today's modern ways of shopping, the availability and price online. It's just so nice to be able to just jump online and bang, there's a battery, 1-day shipping. So that should be done here today too. I'll pick that up. Hopefully I can get my laptop back under control. All right, we're back, and we've been here back for a while. I already finished mowing, getting some tools together here that'll come in very useful up at the properties. One is this pole saw. It's telescoping, and it's good for lopping branches and limbs for I think about up to 1-inch diameter, and it works really good. Yeah, you put that up on the branch, you pull the thingy, and you pull the rope, and it cuts branches off. So that'll be good for reaching up and getting that lane cleared out. And my pruning shears, maybe for the lower ones, and some of them, you know, all those little saplings, all those little trees that are growing around, thinning those out. Plus I do have my chainsaw, just my little rechargeable one. It's plenty to do what we're doing. So I hope to make a nice improvement with taking these tools up along. And yeah, there's the generator still waiting for me to get done messing around and get back and mess with it. I do need to remember jump online and order a new air filter for it. So, and pick up a can of carburetor cleaner. Other than that, I think we're about ready. Oh, I think the only thing we lack is waiting on Amazon delivery to bring my laptop battery. We should be ready to roll. Bella's over in the coachman in the air conditioning. Actually, this air conditioner is on right now too. So, but I was over rounding up a couple of things. You know, it's just really, there's a weird feeling to being away from the coachman for a period of time. You know, we just spend so much time here that it's kind of weird being away. So, I know where Bella's at. Yeah, she's up there. Gonna grab a couple more things, and then we're gonna get on our way, I think. Like I said, right after Amazon drops off a package. And away we go. Amazon showed up. I got my package. Hopefully I can get my laptop fixed. What do you say, Bella? Huh? Back out to camp. This will be our last night at camp, and then in the morning I believe we're headed up to the properties and get busy up there. I'll just go out here and grab some dinner, and maybe there'll be another cooking segment, and maybe not, I don't know. But we're just going out here for the night. Not going to be getting a bunch of stuff out when we're leaving in the morning anyway. So, gonna eat and just hang out, I guess. Alright, let's jump ahead a little bit. It's the next morning, and like I said, when I was down at the garage, you know, they grabbed the mower and those other tools or whatever, so we're ready to go up to the farms now. This morning I hear a truck and beeping noises, backing up, and here they offloaded a bunch of shingles and a bunch of wood over there. So I think they're gonna put a new roof on the bathrooms, and kind of looking at it, it's yeah, it's kind of past due. So the bathroom's getting a new roof, and they started bringing out this extra wood, and I thought, oh, maybe they're gonna also maybe build some kind of new thing out here, recreational. But no, I think that's all new woodwork for doing the bathrooms. They mowed out here yesterday. It's all nice, looking good out here. All right, we're gonna get on our way up to the properties, up the family properties, and get on with things. And we're off. And you know what? I thought I lost my GoPro 7. That's what I use for a dash cam. You know, we haven't done the dash cam in quite some time. It's always, you know, this camera I'm holding. I just found it jammed down in the seat. So, GoPro 7's back. There we go. There, that camera's been missing for probably a month, and it still has 70% battery. So, all right, that's better. I like a dash cam. All right, we're gonna stop over to the dump station real quick here and take care of Russ, then we'll go stop at the store on the way, and then we'll get on up there. All right, we're up in them parts where you gotta be careful for them Amish people. Amish traffic. All right. Gotta be mindful of that. I can't just come flying out these, even though the speed limit's 45 to 55 on these roads. You can come flying around one of these bends and all of a sudden there they are. So you gotta be keep that in mind. All right, coast is clear. Okay, I seen this guy. He didn't even stop for the stop sign. He just kept going. Alright, that's okay. It's almost like we're in the forest now. But yeah, it gets pretty wooded out here. I'm anxious to see if the grass seed I put down is germinated and we have some new grass growing up here. I think it said it was supposed to germinate in a week to 10 days, and it's been just beyond that. Probably 2 weeks, I think, since I put it down. So maybe we'll see some fresh grass growing in our little camp area. I hope so. Let's see. Alright, we are here. There is that slot in the woods directly ahead of us there that we need to back into. There's not enough room to turn around back there, so you either have to pull in and back out, or back in and pull out. You can't turn around yet. So let me get turned around here and get the van. I know I can get the van back here, no problem. And the Russ's rig is actually 4-wheel drive, so he has no problem getting around. But yeah, we got some limbs we're gonna have to deal with. Pretty sure here. Yeah, it's either Russ is probably saying, I'm backing in there scratching my rig all up, but he already knows the plan. So yeah, there's a couple of branches here we even hit with the van, so he definitely hit them with his rig. Let's see if I'll get this trimmed up. Yep. Yeah, especially these ones. I think Russ is gonna have to wait. He stopped at the end there, understandably so. We got the vans back here. We're good, but yeah, there's just limbs. He can probably he's off the road. He can park down here. Just take it easy for a bit while I get the thing out. I'll have to get these out. They're all thin. It won't take much to knock those out, get those out of the way. And maybe a little one here. And probably this one. Alright, yeah, I'll probably take 10 or 15 minutes and get a couple of these. And a couple down here at the beginning. Nothing too bad, really. We'll get it in there. What's the matter, Rush? You stop. Okay. Russ has gotta pee. Alright. Well, he's gonna get it lined up and see what he can do. Like I say, they're not strong branches that are gonna mess your rig up. They're just a lot of these little things. Help brush the dust off the side of your rig. You see the van way back there? Maybe I should know all this. I think I might this time. And run it all back through here again. Nothing too bad. You know, the grasses grow up and the ferns go. You know, that's about, you know, what it does. Yeah. I've been mowing it a little bit regularly, every couple of weeks, I guess, this year. So, I need to get my strap out and give that a little tug. Get that out of the way a bit better. It's easy to get around it, but still, just move it. I'll get my chainsaw on. Got a section, have another fire down here. It was so wet earlier in the year when I did this. Just to get, because it was all out here. It was all blocked. So I got some of it cut and burnt. But it was so wet, like I say, earlier in the year. I thought it didn't burn very well, but it's dried out pretty good now. I'll probably come down here and have a fire and clean this mess up a little bit more. Yep. And Bella's been up here enough times now. I think she's getting a sense of, hey, this is my yard. Huh? We're back up here again. Yep, I can run free. I can do whatever the heck I want up here. Within reason, of course. Pretty shady. Alright, he got back a little ways. I'm gonna go get the trimmer. Start knocking a couple out of the way. And, we'll get him back here. Come on, Bella. I should have just brought it up with me, but Wanted to get them started. Maybe we could go back a little ways to begin with. Get them in kind of position. I can see how much I have to cut there. So, oh, and I figured out the best way to haul that big long thing instead of it being the whole way into the front is I put it up there in my rack, and I use 6 of these to fix it. So I'm gonna get that down real quick. Okay, we've made progress. I need to pull saw down there for now. We got him back this far. You can see that limbs laying here. Got a nice window cut out. I think we can get him back here now. Move a couple of these branches. Oh yeah. Yeah, just 10 minutes of work. So I can continue, now that we're up here, I can continue on and trim up some more. But at least we can get them in here and get them parked. Okay, Ross. Come on, Bella. Well, we're done. We did it. I think we made a mistake on. We needed to put the leveling blocks under there, and then I realized, you know what? If we just been over a little bit, that wheel would have went down, and this wheel would have went up. So, this is the first time I had 2 rigs up here, and usually I'm in the van and I'm over here a little further anyway. So we'll get it figured out how to better situate. Now that it's level, we'll probably just leave it there. But for future reference, I need to keep in mind that last little bit is a bit of a hill, and then there's a low spot, and then it comes back up again. So I wasn't paying attention. How's that? It's next time I will. So anyway, I have a couple of refrigerated things I'm gonna throw in the refrigerator real quick, and I'll get settled in here and maybe resume a little bit of cleanup work, a little more branch work and stuff. A little bit of a breeze in the shade. It's supposed to be hot today, but we should be okay in the shade with this breeze. Well, now that we're kind of situated, I'm back here by a new mess, and I think I might have a little bit of a campfire this evening. I don't think firewood's going to be a problem. There's plenty of it through here. And I start working on getting a new section cleaned up. Over in there is that first area I was working on, and that new grass, that grass seed I put down is starting to germinate and take. Like I say, it's only been 2 weeks, and it was supposed to take 7 to 10 days to germinate. So it is germinating, and different spots, some spots better than others. Like all through here, these little, and then of course it's further away, harder to see, but it's kind of just this weird light tint shading in through here. You can see, it's getting started. And a little patch there growing around our fire pit. But yeah, it's getting started. Be nice to see how that comes along in the coming weeks and months. And so yeah, I gotta. So I think I quit up there and we worked back to about into here and got this whole area cleaned out. So now I think I'm gonna start working on this section back here. Yeah, I'm gonna get this mess. I think it's gonna be this evening's fire. Get my rake out and start messing with it. It's kind of hot right now. It's 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it's pretty warm out to be working too hard. I might start messing with it a little bit, and probably a lot. I'll probably tackle a lot of this in the morning whenever it's cooler out. But I'm gonna get started on it this afternoon and this evening. So I want to start the fire right here. Anyways, I've been kind of throwing some stuff there already. The reason is this piece is old wild grapevine, and it goes down. This main piece comes out of it's rooted and comes out of the ground right here. So I'm gonna build the fire right around that and burn that off so it's released. I can start chopping that old grapevine up that goes through there, and it wanders off up through trees and up into them, and goes back it branches off, goes back this way and up this one. I wonder if I can pull what it takes to pull that down out. Nothing. I'll have to cut it off as high as I can and just leave it hang. And it comes over or maybe it's another one comes over. Yeah, this is like really invasive stuff that, yeah, it just goes in tangles. Here, this crazy one over here goes over and up. But yeah, so I'm going to tackle that start tackling that old grapevine. You know, there's areas where that stuff is really invasive and super thick. There's some areas back in, different places where it's just so out of control. Fortunately, this isn't too bad that way. And again, I brought my, I use some of my tools, probably my pruning shears. All these real tiny little sapling trees all through here, and even the bigger ones that are, an inch and a half in diameter. I'm gonna take all these little ones out of here, because that's a nice clearing that's back behind them. But this will I just want to thin this all out and, yeah, clean all that mess up too. Yeah, it's something to do while I'm up here. Improve it and make it just more open, better view. Just clean up years of old fallen debris. So, yeah, we're gonna get, that's the place to start right there though. Good morning. A little fawn and her mother just passed by. We did have a fire here. One fire, and then I've been gathering up all that debris, that one tree that was laying here, some other little ones. Got this all picked up in here, and then some over on the far side, and piled that on for another fire. But that'll be probably another time. We'll see. I wanted to mow in here and mulch all this up, all these little, it's like everywhere else around here, all these little trees and weeds and all these leaves. I wanted to continue that over from here. All right, this is the original area I cleaned, and I wanted to, mow some over there. I'm going to continue that over there. Okay, this is kind of done. And then I wanted to mulch. And I wanted to do the same thing over here. And then there's this fire, and I got this one little corner back here yet. Need a little more work on, and kind of this whole side of the lane has been cleaned up. Yeah, I haven't touched anything there, and there's quite a mess there. But I'm working back, getting this all done. Back over this area here behind the van, there are all those little trees. I've been working and got those all down. Yeah, it was like this and all these little trees, how thick this is. So all these little things, you know what, this is so thick in here. This is all competing for nutrients and water, starving each other out. I'm gonna take all the little ones out, and the ones that are all grown sideways, that got damaged from maybe a broken limb from another tree, whatever, damaged for some reason or another, and growing goofy this way, that way, and leave the straightest, healthiest trees. So this is partly done. I did take some small ones out. Obviously, there's still a bunch there, but this is pretty opening, got pretty nice. I think I started saying I wanted to mow all that, right? And I think I went on to something else. For the first time, after I think 7 years, the mower decided it didn't feel like it. It didn't want to play along. It won't start. So I didn't have any tools along. I don't have any tools along, so I didn't tinker with it or anything. So we get back to the garage. I'll have to have a look at that. Then I got thinking, wait, I have another older beater mower that I should just bring up here. I mean, do need to get that running and keep it running. And maybe what I'll do with the old mower is, maybe when I leave, I'll just leave it up here. Maybe I'll put it back in the weeds, and I have a black, some black totes. I'll put it upside down over the engine, and and just leave it up here. It's just an old ratty mower, that still runs good. So I might do that and then just leave that behind. That way I don't have to, then at the end of the season, take it back down with me. But it'd probably be all right. Nobody comes up here. All right, I'm gonna take a bit of a break. You know, that messing with dragging branches around and trimming and cutting and bending over. Yeah, it's work. I'm gonna take a bit of a break for a while, and we'll probably resume the next video. I think I'm gonna get the chainsaw out and get busy. I want to cut some of those. I want to cut an area too, let more sun through. Get down that spot. Move on to some bigger trimming. All right, so anything else for this video? I don't think so. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, coming along with us today. We'll be back soon with more progress. I'll see you next time.